What's up, YouTube? Multivitamins, vitamins, and minerals. Good topic. A lot of y'all probably wonder, should I take a multivitamin? Is it even worth it? Well, I'm going to kind of go over each of the vitamins and minerals, what they do, and I'll just basically say if it's worth it or not to take any supplementation. Before I even get into it, I am going to just say that multivitamins in general, 1 out of 10, 10 being they're useful, I would give it maybe a 4. It's really not that important. I would just recommend that you actually eat nutritious foods. You can get most of your vitamins and minerals just from regular day eating, just eating whatever. A lot of foods have a lot more vitamins and minerals than you think. There are some vitamins, though, that aren't stored as easily in the body, and it would probably be recommended to take a dietary supplement for those specific vitamins or minerals if you're not eating nutritious foods. So, getting on to it, I'm just going to go over the 13 vitamins real quick. There are 4 fat-soluble vitamins. There's A, D, E, and K. Vitamin A helps with vision, bone growth, cell division, and is an antioxidant. Before I say anything, antioxidants' function, what that means is it essentially gives up its own electron to bind to a free radical, which helps limit the free radicals in the body that are produced through oxidative stress. And this helps reduce damage internally in the body ultimately. Next is vitamin D. This helps with calcium absorption, bone growth, and neuromuscular function. What the body creates is 7-dehydrocholesterol, and via the UVB rays from the sun, it converts it to D3, which is cholecalciferol. So that's how that whole process works with the sun, creating vitamin D. A lot of people probably have more deficiency in vitamin D than they think. Maybe they're not getting enough sun. I mean, it really only takes like 15 minutes of sun exposure to get a healthy amount of vitamin D. I think people go a little overboard with the tanning and taking a lot of vitamin D supplementation. I would just be careful. The next fat-soluble vitamin is vitamin E. It just basically is an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. Most people don't really get deficient in vitamin E. The last fat-soluble vitamin, vitamin K. It just helps with coagulation. That's a whole nother process I'm not even going to go into, and it helps with bone health. So those are the 4 fat-soluble vitamins. And of course, we can't forget the oh so fun vitamin B and C water-soluble vitamins. Basically, there's vitamin B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 12. You know, people call them the energy vitamins, produces energy. You'll see it in 5-hour energies, all that good stuff, anything that provides energy. Well, it doesn't directly give you energy. They mainly serve as coenzymes and cofactors that facilitate enzyme catalyzed reactions within oxidative and non-oxidative metabolism. Basically, it means that it just helps them with overall functions in the body, which helps indirectly create energy and helps with metabolism. B12 is more efficiently stored in the body, which means vitamin B and C, all the vitamin Bs, you have less chance of getting overdosing or any toxic effects from overdosing, because it's so quickly digested and so quickly excreted that when you take in immense amounts of vitamin C or B, you're going to quickly excrete a lot of it because it's just so fastly absorbed and excreted. However, because it's so quickly excreted, means there's a higher chance of someone being deficient in vitamin C or B vitamins, which means if any supplementation would be needed, I would say vitamin C. You get plenty of vitamin B in just about every food that you eat, like liver, meat, like just you get vitamin B from so many sources. Vitamin C, however, a lot of people probably don't eat fruit or any other foods that have a lot of vitamin C in it, and since it's so quickly excreted, you might have a higher chance of being deficient in that, but nowadays it's so rare, like you don't even need a multivitamin for that or even vitamin C supplementation unless you want to. Lastly, we can't forget the minerals. There's 7 major minerals and 14 minor minerals. I'm not going to go too in detail with all the minerals just because there's so many. First, I'm going to cover calcium, though. It's 75% of the body's content. So, I mean, especially in women, they're probably going to need calcium a little bit more than guys. Even when people are getting older, they're probably going to be a little more deficient in calcium, or they're going to probably need more. However, too much calcium, if you supplement calcium and you're already drinking plenty of dairy products, if you overboard on the calcium, you have a chance of creating kidney stones in the body, which is no bueno. And it can also decrease zinc absorption, which, you know, zinc is another important mineral that you need, and it kind of goes in hand. If you have a lot of calcium, it's going to decrease the absorption of zinc. So just be careful on taking a lot of calcium. Next is iron. This helps with oxygen transport, hemoglobin, myoglobin, and cytochromes. Just remember that your iron sources, you have two different sources. There's heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron coming from animals, you can absorb 10 to 35% of the iron from animal products. However, for vegetables, you only absorb maybe 2 to 5% of the actual iron in vegetables, which means that vegetarians are more likely to be iron deficient. So vegetarians out there watching this video, just be careful. You might want to take an iron supplement. So then we got the good old electrolytes. You'll see that in Gatorade and many sports drink products. Reason being is when you do excessive workouts or excessive sweating, you're losing some of those minerals via the sweat. So it helps to add a little bit of salt solution, maybe 0.1, 0.2% salt solution to your drink during a workout to help with mineral loss. More importantly, maybe like sodium, potassium, chlorine in the electrolytes. And that's why hence Gatorade, it just promotes the hell out of electrolytes. They're just minerals, which you could basically just add salt and all that good stuff to your water. But Gatorade has really studied it, and they actually have a really good ratio of sodium, potassium, and chlorine and different minerals that actually will help with performance overall. And taking sodium along with your drink during a workout can help with overall performance. So it's really not too complicated. I mean, just add salt to your drink. That's pretty much a broad overview of all the vitamins and minerals. Now back to multivitamins in general. I have two multivitamins that I'd actually take. One is the One Essential by Andrew Lessman. It's a very high quality multivitamin. It's a little more expensive, but it has, as you can see, it has a ton of the vitamins and minerals in it. Next I have Centramin. A lot of y'all probably take it. It's pretty basic and popular, but the reason I'm starting to take Centrum and go away from the One Essential is because of the copper content. There's a lot of copper in the One Day Essential and a lot less copper in the Centrum. The reason being the copper, it's been linked with dementia, and I don't want to deal with that, so I'm just taking products that have less copper in it. But overall, multivitamins, as I said, 4 out of 10. They don't help so much unless you're taking a lot of nutritious foods already, if you're eating a lot of nutritious foods. The only time I really take multivitamins, I only take them maybe 3-4 times a week, mainly when I'm on the go, or if I'm having a stressful day, or if I feel like I'm not eating enough, or if I haven't eaten my vegetables or something, I'll have something with vitamin K and vitamin C. Like, a lot of people just take it for reassurance. I actually take it for reassurance. I mean, it's just nice to know that you're getting all the vitamins and minerals you need, even though multivitamins probably aren't helping as much as you think. I just take them. I can afford them. If you can afford them, I mean, why not? As long as it makes you feel like you're being healthy, then go for it. But as I said, 4 out of 10. Not as amazing as other supplements out there. But 4 out of 10, that's just me. So a lot of y'all might think it's more helpful or less helpful. But it really depends on if you're vitamin or mineral deficient. So that's why I kind of say you should probably, at least for a few days, count your micronutrients other than just your macronutrients, just to see if you're deficient in any of the minerals. Because a lot of people kind of overlook the minerals and its importance. Even though it is pretty rare to be deficient, it's always nice to make sure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video over multivitamins and how effective I think it is, and just a brief overview of the minerals and vitamins. I'm currently working on some workout videos, so stay tuned. I think you're going to like them. I've been filming for a few days in a row. I only got a few more days left of filming, and then I'm going to start working on the videos themselves. Sorry again, it's taking so long. School and everything, life, it's been in the way, but just bear with me, okay? If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me. All my information is at the bottom, and I'll see you again. Peace.